Welcome back everybody to another video on Rafi816. Today we're going to be talking about Naruto episode 500. It's actually the episode where Naruto marries Hinata, and it is the final episode of Naruto Shippuden. Honestly, it was very poetic episode, if you guys would. A lot of reminiscent things about this episode. They actually showed the first episode, little bits of it, and now Iruka became Naruto's teacher and made him into who he is today. If it wasn't for him sacrificing himself when Mizuki, I believe that's what his name was, Mizuki tried to take the scroll away from Naruto, but it was actually Iruka. If it wasn't for Iruka believing in him, I don't think Naruto would have been where he's at right now. Well, honestly guys, this show has been so influential in my life and making me into the man I am today. If it wasn't for Naruto, I wouldn't be the same, honestly. And I really thank Kishimoto for writing the story the way he did. It taught me how to believe in myself and always believe in things that I want to do and pursue and never give up, honestly. I know it sounds very corny, but honestly that's the truth, the whole truth of the matter. In this episode, honestly the most important parts are when Naruto asks Iruka to be his father at his wedding. That shit almost made me cry right there. It was such a touching moment because we know that Iruka's been Naruto's sensei since day one, and he's taught him, and he's taught him how to essentially be a man and how to fend for himself and how to be a ninja. Honestly, Iruka was the first person to believe in him, and that's what made him the way he is today. Everybody finds out that they all are getting gifts in order to see who's going to be attending the wedding. But once Hinata finds out about this, she complains to Kakashi about it because she wants everybody to be there. So then Kakashi finds out later that that rule about the wedding gift stuff wasn't a real rule. It was just that at that time a lot of people were getting married and there are too many wedding ceremonies. So then everybody ends up going to the wedding. We get if you watch the last, you already know how to everybody looks and stuff and how the wedding's supposed to go. So we have Ino and Sai in a corner, and Shikamaru actually grabs Tamari, and that's when their love starts to actually flourish. Then we find out Ino and Sai are actually holding hands, and Ino's oh, when did Shikamaru and Tamari become a thing? And then Sai, I forgot what he says, but he says something oh, just like us, or something like that. He alludes to them already being something, and that's a pairing I never thought would have happened, because it's Sai and Ino. Then we have Choji, who's supposed to end up with I forgot her name. Oh my god, what's her name? It doesn't matter. I think it's Karui. It's the girl with the red hair. I think it's the Rui's sister, but don't quote me on that. But he's actually looking at a cake and he's loving it. Then we have lonely ass Sakura just standing by herself when she gets a hawk from Sasuke. You already know it's from Sasuke because they're alluding to everybody's pairings. And it says, and she opens the note that the hawk brings her, and it says, "Congratulations." And in my head I'm why are you congratulating her on? What are you congratulating her on? Maybe the hawk didn't go to Naruto like it was supposed to, but it ended up on Sakura's arms. I don't know. And Sasuke's off on his travels, and it's kind of sad that he couldn't make it to his best friend's wedding, but I guess he's trying to atone for like everything he's done up to this point in the series. And then we have Naruto and Hinata standing off in their room by themselves in their wedding attire, and Hinata's father and sister are by the door holding a picture of Neji. Hiyashi gives her a nice smile, like he agrees with the wedding. Then Naruto's looking at his dad's statue, at the Hokage faces, and he smiles. He grabs Hinata by the hand, and he's like, let's go. And then that's when the doors open up, and it just fades to white, concluding the Naruto series. And it was honestly, it was a touching ass episode. Like, my boy Naruto started off as nothing, and he's built himself up to become the greatest ninja in the Naruto world right now. I'm kind of mad, honestly, that they didn't show chapter 700, because honestly, I'm a firm believer of like following the manga panel by panel, because that's what makes, like, that's what the story is. It's the manga that Kishimoto wrote, and Naruto should have ended with chapter 700. But what can I do? What's done is done, honestly, guys, and I enjoyed it. Honestly, it touched my soul, and I'm glad we got to see Naruto's wedding. He deserves to be happy, honestly, guys. But yeah, and then after the credits, which is like a bunch of fan art and like moments in Naruto, and it's just touching. And then it says thanks for the support, and I never thought this day would come, honestly, guys. I've been watching this show for 10 years. Not once, well, 11 years. I honestly didn't see this day coming. But yeah, we have Naruto at the end of the credits taking off his headband and passing it to his son, Boruto, which starts next week. And I'm fucking ecstatic for that, because I follow up on the manga on that, and I know it's not going to start off the way the manga did, but it's technically more Naruto, and I just can't wait to see what Boruto has in stock for us. So yeah, overall, I'll give this episode a 4.5 out of 5, and yeah, I just want to give a huge shout out to Studio Period for animating Naruto, and I mean, even though there was a lot of filler along the way, they got the right moments. Like they did them justice, and I'm just happy I got to be part of the journey, and I got to see my favorite character grow. And yeah, thank you for 11 years. I'm really grateful. And yeah, thank you for inspiring me to do the things that I want to do. So thank you, Naruto. And yeah, that's it for today, guys. Like the video, show support, comment your opinion down below, and yeah, subscribe to my channel. Show me some love. So yeah, that's all for today, guys. Have an awesome day. Peace.